Against the strong Geelong backline, led by Reg Hickey and George Jocker Todd. Geelong's star rover Tommy Quinn, wearing the number 16 Guernsey, tries a drop kick at goal. Quinn was usually deadly around goals, but not on this occasion, and the ball is cleared by Quinn's opponent, Richmond skipper Maury Hunter, number 20 for the Tigers. Geelong eventually ran out 20-point winners to take out the club's second flag. Number 11 is one of his pursuers. South's number 8, Hugh McLaughlin, receives attention from a trainer after colliding with Foster. Another effective South player was Subiaco recruit Brighton Diggins, playing at centre-half forward. Diggins, wearing number 17 and opposed here to Maury Sheehan, collects the ball and snaps truly, one of his 2 goals for the day. Here's the only known footage of South legend Laurie Nash, kicking goalward in the general direction of Pratt and his opponent Maury Sheehan. Nash follows up with a hefty bump on a Tiger defender and eventually wins the ball back. Here's Albert Lita Collier, winner of the 1929 Brownlow medal and one of the league's toughest and most respected players. The ball is picked up by Albie Panham, who swings around as he is pursued by South Jock McKenzie. This is Davies of South Melbourne, marking and clearing downfield, while Magpie skipper Harry Collier is in pursuit. Hine taps the ball to ground, where Panham collects. The marking duels between Bob Pratt and Jack Regan were famous in the 1930s. Here's one of their less celebrated efforts, with Pratt falling over in the contest. The brilliant, if inaccurate, Todd kicks one of his 4 goals from 16 shots. Despite his inaccuracy, the Pies held on to a narrow lead for back-to-back flags.
2 points off. The 2 teams, great sports as they are, shook hands at the final change. Then came Geelong's paralysing finish. Collingwood was playing a great game, but Geelong, playing with electrifying dash, smashed through the defence and ran out victors by 32 points. Congratulations to both teams. The game will go down to history as the cleanest final ever contested. Collingwood went down fighting, but listen to Geelong. They bar nothing, bar 1.
Wearing number 4, after a snap over the shoulder by one of Carlton's all-time great forwards, Soapy Vallet, playing on the flank in this, his last game. Baxter's left foot drop kick brings up one of his 3 goals for the match.
Melbourne settling down like the team of champions they are. They handle the heavy going expertly. They play methodical, clever football, these red legs with the webbed feet. And with this final glorious kick, Melbourne wins its 2nd premiership in succession. That's tamed the Tigers.
Dyer also wins the knockout at the opening bounce, but is bowled over by Essendon ruckman Hugh Tawney, number 20, in the process. In a seesawing struggle, the Tigers went on to survive a torrid last quarter in the first grand final, to be decided by less than a goal since 1921. 9 games at full back, opposed for a time to his opposite number, Jack Dyer, who had kicked 9 goals the previous week, but was well held in the grand final. Fitzroy held out the Tigers after half-time to win by 15 points, its first premiership for 22 years and its last grand final appearance since. 4 new teams comprised the final 4 recorded in this game. The ball is gathered by the Blues' number 16, Jim Mooring, who puts it through for full points. Carlton went on to win the grand final by 28 points. The following Tuesday, no fewer than 10 players fronted the tribunal.
His short pass misses the target, but Rawl, number 2, mops up. And handballs to Hutchison, who kicks the easiest of goals. A comprehensive victory for Dick Reynolds' men.
Carlton wins the 1947 premiership of the Victorian Football League by only 1 point. Blimey, 1 point! We was robbed! Yes, madam, but it was a great game. Tired but happy, the players are triumphantly escorted from the field. There is no doubt that this...
displays of inaccuracy in finals history. The Bombers had beaten Melbourne twice during the season, and with some ease in the second semi-final, and despite the bad kicking, were favoured when they led by 2 goals in the final quarter. The Demons had recalled veteran Jack Mueller, who with Norm Smith provided a potent forward line in a low-scoring match. And the following week, Mueller and Smith start again as Melbourne won the flag by 39 points.
Chris Lambert punches the ball onto McEwen as the final siren sounds with victory to Essendon. It's a grand sight. The crowd runs wild. Can you blame them? Vice Captain Hutchison runs up to embrace his skipper, Dick Reynolds. The crowd wells around this great skipper. And the players, you'll notice shortly, Kenny.
Managing another goal and 2 more shots that narrowly missed, the Pies defended grimly. At the sound of the siren, the ground erupted. The 17-year drought was over. Collingwood had defeated Geelong.
Pass hits Jack Collins right on the chest. I think this could have been his 7th goal to equal the grand final record. The goal umpire runs across, indicating that it was a goal and it's all over. Footscray's first ever grand final. Final scores, Footscray 15-12-102, defeating Melbourne 7-9-51.
Because Barassi and VFL seem to be spoken of in the same breath. And when you get stars and superstars such as this, it's little wonder that they become legends in their own right. So the VFL that year belonged to Melbourne, and those there will never forget being part of history.
"29 minutes gone. There's the siren. And the Magpies have done it. The last time was 1953. They've saved their proud record of 4 straight wins.
The boundary line, the Doms come through, Burgess picks up, boots it up towards the forward pocket position, but here Lord goes for the ball, tumbles across the line, and there's the siren. There's the siren. With Melbourne premiers for 1959, Melbourne defeating Essendon here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in the grand final. Melbourne 17 goals, 13 behind, 115 points. To Essendon 11-12, 78 points.
On his wrong side, but not on a particularly acute angle. And there goes the siren to end what has been a disappointing game, with Melbourne taking out the premiership for 1960 with a convincing victory. 8 goals 14, 62 points to Collingwood, 2 goals 2, 14.
Things. Let's see what he's going to do. He decides a ball up. There's the ball. Siren comes in. There's the final siren. The final siren. And Hawthorn are premiers for the year 1961. The first premiership for Hawthorn.
Plays on quickly, short passes at the cord. Murray kick misses it, falls off his hands. There's a chance for Gill. Gill gets the ball, knocks it ahead of him, runs into his own teammate, handballs it across, and there's the siren, and gets to the premiers for 1962. Essendon 13 goals 12-90 have defeated Carlton 8 goals 10.
Still fighting hard, but Geelong too good on the day. There's the kick off. A chance for Lyon. Alistair orders there, and there's the siren. And look at the elated Geelong camp. There's Bob Davis being congratulated by other Geelong.
Kicks it in, picked up by Ian Graham. He's tackled. Graham is met by 3 Melbourne players. It's in front of the Collingwood goal. What a finish. What a game. It's all over. It's all over. Melbourne premiers for 1964.
Essendon 14-21, 105 points, St Kilda 9-16-70. Chance now for St Kilda to go forward, getting the ball up towards Cooper. There goes the siren, and it's all over. And there's a very happy looking John Coleman with his back to us in the light coat, the coach of Essendon and one of the greatest full forwards the game has seen in Victoria. And don't they look a happy bunch?
Boundary line, 28 and a half gone. There's Murray's kick to the wing position on the outer side. There's the siren. St Kilda have got it. They've got it. Look at this. Look at Alan James. Alan James. Oh, what an emotional scene this is. Out to the flank on the outer side. Here's a go for Polinelli. Polinelli picks up. He tries a long one. There's a siren.
They punched it over towards Davis. McKenzie takes it. The kick smothered. He tries to wrestle.
The neck to McKenzie. Oh. Siren's gone. The siren's gone. Has it? Yes. Look at this. We couldn't hear the siren. Carlton are premiers. 8-5-53 Essendon. Carlton 7-14-56. Carlton are premiers.
Into the open spaces, big John Ronaldson flew for the ball, couldn't hold it. Serge Silvani played a great game, gets hold of it. It goes to Crane. Crane's got plenty of toe. He may be tackled by Burke. He's not. Crane gets his kick in down towards Jackson, but once again it's Richardson who outmarks him, and it's all over. Richmond won the 1969 grand final, defeating Carlton 12-13 to Carlton 8-12.
Fantastic. There's the kick now, down to the half-forward flank. A mark to Gallagher. There's the siren. Carlton. Carlton are premiers, and look at what the rest is surrounded. Carlton are premiers, and our commiserations to Bob Rose of Collingwood. It's happened again to him, and nobody could be sorrier for Bob Rose than the three.
Judson takes his kick, goes to the flank position on the outer side. The sun comes out as the ball hits the ground, and Heath sends it back to the wing position.
Siren goes. Siren goes. Hawthorn are premiers. 1971.
Hawthorn are premiers, and the final scoreboard here reads, let's have a look at it, as John Kennedy is being hugged and congratulated.
O'Connell of Carlton limping. Players, they must be dog-tired out there. There's a siren. Siren. Carlton have won it. Carlton have won it. And they're going mad here at the MCG. The Blues have won it, and the final scoreboard reads Carlton 28-9, 177. Richmond, half-forward flank on the member stand side. Mike Green comes out there, traps the ball in soccer fashion. A hand pass by Green, little come off. Hart pushing the ball in front of him. The siren goes. Siren goes. Richmond are premiers for 1973. Richmond are premiers, and what a beauty. And the final scoreboard there reads Richmond 16. Brightest comes out to meet it. North are going down, fighting. Hand pass over towards Burns. He's in trouble as Clayton comes through. Clayton is tackled. There is Kevin Morris with Burns. A siren goes. And the final scoreboard in the 74 grand final reads Richmond 18-20, 128. North Melbourne 13-9, 87. Quarter. In they come. It's North Melbourne through Chisnell, getting that ball to the half-forward flank on the northern side of the ground. Trotters after it. There's the siren. Siren's gone. North Melbourne's first ever flag. And the final scoreboard now reads at the MCG in the 1975 grand final. The final scoreboard reads North Melbourne. The ball taken away by Cable of North Melbourne. He's going for that bit of a run. Cable kicks it over the centre. Up goes Malcolm Blyton, takes the mark, plays on immediately. The siren goes. Hawthorn have won it. Hawthorn have won the 1976 grand final. Full credit to them. And our congratulations to North Melbourne for one hell of a battle. The final scoreboard reads in the 1976
with the ball in the half-back line. And the ball driven out there towards Max Richardson, picked up by Little Ball. He's going for a run. Can he get down there in time? There's the siren, I think, for the end of the game. It's a draw. It's a draw. The 1977 grand final is a draw. And we'll be back here next week. By golly, another draw. What a great performance it was by North Melbourne. And also by Collingwood to come back on that.
Only 2 times been done to come from third place on the VFL ladder after home and away season. And there it is. The grand final is all over. The replay, and North Melbourne have won the flag for 1977. North's second premiership flag, having won it in 1975 as coach Ron Barassi. North winning their second flag.
Each side's only 18 points in front. We're at the 20 or the 30-minute mark. And I'd say that it's Hawthorn's premiership for 1978. There
it is. Hawthorn are premiers in 1978, and there's John Scott. He's going to give a present to somebody in the crowd. Hawthorn have won their 4th VFL premiership, defeating North Melbourne.
28 minutes gone. Is there time for Collingwood to get up? They're 5 points. There's the siren. And Carlton have won the 1979 premiership. The score, the final scores. Carlton 11-16, 82. Once again, Collingwood the bridesmaid. 11 goals, 11.
Upfield, taken by Mervyn Kane. Long kick by Kane. There's the siren. Richmond have won their first premiership since 1974. Kevin Bartlett equalling the record of number of goals kicked in a grand final, and Tony Jewell, the Richmond coach, being congratulated by his team.
Well, there's the siren, and Carlton have won the 1981 grand final. The final scores, 12 goals, 20-92 Carlton, to Collingwood 10-12, 72.
And a great victory for the Blues, completely in command in the final quarter. And there they are, aren't they happy? 21 points behind during the third quarter. Carlton getting up to win it.
For the long kick, looking there for one of the big guys to take a mark. Belperovic couldn't hold that, but there's too many defenders there. But now, and there's the siren, and the Blues have won the 1982 grand final. 14-19, 103 Carlton, defeating Richmond. On that back pocket position, Rodney Eade going after it, and the ball is out of bounds. So at the 30-minute mark, we see the score. There's the siren. Hawthorn are premiers for 1983. And a fine effort. There's their coach, Alan Jeans. And what a happy man. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. One of the most popular coaches with the media and with everybody concerned with football. The players are just elated. By Wallace still goes after it. They won't give in, Hawthorn. Still fighting it up. Full mark to them as the ball goes down there, but a mark to Danaher. Into this quarter by just on 35 minutes. There's the siren.
Essendon winning their first flag since 1965, and the final scores Essendon 14-21, 105 to 12-9, 81.
Full marks to Essendon, a great performance, but all the praise would to the half-forward line for Hawthorn. There's the siren to win the game, and Essendon the premiers for 1985, winning 2 in a row. 26 goals, 14, 170 Essendon to Hawthorn, 14-8, 92.
So Essendon, successive premiers, 84 and 85, and that levels Carlton now with 14 VFL flags
Blacks. Another coaching triumph for Kevin Sheedy.
Not long to go now. Deer's done a top job. There's the siren. The Hawks have won it. They've made up for the last 2 years of disappointment. Bertie dashes onto the field. Look out his teammates. He'll just about knock them over. And here's Alan Jeans. And the skippers, Tuck and McClure, shake hands. Triumph for Michael Tuck, the captain of the year, in his first year as captain of Hawthorn.
It's a tribute to the running players of both sides. None of those players have cramped up this afternoon as the ball comes along the members' side wing. Kennedy opposed to Green. Green did it brilliantly. There's the siren. Robert Walls is elated. With him is Wes Lofts. And Carlton are premiers for 1987. An outstanding performance.
We're out of time in the grand final. Hawthorn, their 7th premiership in emphatic style this afternoon. John Northey, there'll never be a doubt about what happened this afternoon in his...
It looks like it's all over. The dream of back-to-back pennants is all but there as far as the Hawks are concerned. There's the siren. Hawthorn have won it by 6 points. A heart-stopper. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen a classic.
He will feel no pain tonight. From the back pocket. This will be probably the last kick. He need not even kick it. The drought is over. 52 years. They've waited. Let the celebrations begin.
5 seconds remaining. And look at this, a panic for Gowes if it sits. Taps it over to Allen as the siren goes now and the Hawks win.
And that's great to see David Brereton talking with Ashley McIntosh.
Into the middle. It's a game of possession now with only seconds remaining. Evans may have the last kick in this grand final. The Eagles are going to win their first play. There's the bounce, Somerville, and there's the siren. Victory for the Bombers.
In 1984, Footscray was the side. They won that afternoon against Richmond, and now a long road to the MCG and his second premiership. The Eagles are premiers for the second time in 3 seasons. No debate. They have won in the most convincing style.
It's all over for the Cats, and the celebration's about to start for Carlton. Pick it up cleanly. Sock it off the ground. There it is. North are champions.
So there's nothing left now but to celebrate.
Boy, hasn't he enjoyed today, Mark Stevens. The Crows are home. It's ticking away. They've done what we thought was impossible. They've been to Perth, to Melbourne, to Sydney, to Melbourne, and they've come back. And it's theirs! It's a remarkable performance by this team. They finished the 20th century as the team to beat in the new millennium. As the time ticks down and the Kangas have won a 4th premiership. Well done, Dennis Pagan. You deserve everything you've got today, and so does your club. Well, tears of a different kind today for John Longmire. You could argue forever who is the best team of all time, but as Jason said earlier, this is the best season we've ever seen. Kevin Sheedy joins Dick Reynolds as the most successful club in over 100 years at this famous club, and they have won their 16th premiership. And is there a better story than James Hird? Well, maybe. Kicks the ball to centre wing. Wellman front spot, good mark. Lynch has had a terrific day. He kicks straight. He'd be one of the players of the match.
He would certainly be in line for the Norm Smith. He's had 7 marks, 10 possessions, kicked 2 goals for.
They've done it.
But he's got the ball in his hands, Bruce.
A bit of history here. Lee Matthews has been to the top of the mountain for a second time as coach. Once at Collingwood, and now he's done the impossible.
With pace, carrying it to half forward. Nick Davis. Fraser makes the lead. It's all over. The Brisbane Lions are premiers again. They have gone back to back in one of the most memorable grand finals in VFL AFL history.
Misses.
It's on fire. There it is. The Brisbane Lions have done it. The Hawks, the Bombers, the Crows. They couldn't do it in the 80s and the 90s. But the Lions have gone back to back to back to become the greatest side of the modern era. They are football's invincible.
His late brother and his mother, who recently had heart surgery, were with him today. He said he did.
Look at that. There it is. It's all over. Port Adelaide. They had the power to win. And it was very much history in the making today.
Cox throws it onto the left. One last roll of the dice for the Eagles. Leo Barry, you star. Bob Murray reincarnate. The longest premiership drought in football history is over. For the first time in 72 years, the Swans are champions of the AFL.
The West Coast Eagles lead by a point. Can the Swans do it? Siren! Who would have thought the sequel would be just as good as the original? The West Coast Eagles are the premiers for 2006.
Contested mark of the day, Brad Hottens.
And there it is. It's the Cats. They've come so close so many times in the last 44 years, but the torture is finally over. Geelong are the premiers for 2006.
Got it from Jude, dropped it to Crawford. A little soccer off the ground. Rioli and Enright. Taylor, Buddy runs him down. Hawthorn, the champions. The long wait for Crawford over. What a team on and off the field they've turned out to be.
Ings for Mooney, poking it in the rook direction, and he can go back, and he can have a shot, and surely any score will do it now.
Wonderful kick by Mooney.
It's over. The Cats' vindication has arrived. They have won their second in 3 years, but what a fight it was.
Goddard, the tap. Del Santo. It's going to be a draw. It's unbelievable. But it's happened. could win by their greatest ever margin in a grand final. It doesn't get better than that.
Ticked over the 30-minute mark now. Shaw drives it as long as he possibly can. There it is! Beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Cats proved themselves as one of the greatest teams of the modern era. Premierships 07, 09 and now 2011. 3 and 5 years. A triple treat for a sensational football side.
Chesky 2 goals that he'll never forget, and they're home all right. They've done it. What a team. That culture, the Bloods. That's what it's all about. So the Hawks are so close now. An 11th premiership. Buddy may get the last touch. Dawson deprives him. They've done it. The best team all year. Last year so difficult for them. Back on top of the mountain.
We shepherded out of it anyway.
But this great team, the best team of the modern era of the last 50 years, produces its masterpiece. They've never been better than this. Gaff and Prittis. So Hawthorn have done it. The first team in the 18-team competition to go back to back to back. They're three-peaters. They are remarkable.
Will kick virtually on the Siren. He misses. But they don't miss out. Their day, their year, their joy.
The Tigers are going to win the premiership in 2017. The Tigers have got home for the first time in 37 years.
Ball. They've got a brand new stadium, a big one, and they're going to put a big flag up there in a moment because the Eagle has landed for the Premiers in 2018.
A second to go. The Tigers are premiers for the 12th time in their history.
So the last time we see the little master. So in a season like no other, as I said, Brian, the champions have been able to do what only the toughest and strongest could do in 2020. The Tigers again.
Every heart is beating true and blue for the red and blue. After 57 long years, the Demons are premiers in 2021. Extraordinary stuff. And McDonald kicks the goal. Delirious fans and players.
Cats fans, stand up to your full height. and celebrate this champion team that has delivered you your 10th premiership.
Brodie Mihocek down the line. The Magpies and their massive army are going to win a record equaling 16th flag. How sweet it is! Collingwood win the grand final.
Stays in. And the Lions have caught lightning in a bottle.
Buffalo!